Welcome to this edition of the El Segundo City Council Recap. I'm your host, Egidio De Leo. Let's take a look at the items presented to the El Segundo City Council at their September 3rd, 2024 meeting. During special presentations, Congressional Representative Ted Lieu presented $322,500 in federal grant funding to upgrade the city's Emergency Operations Center, improving El Segundo's community safety in an emergency. Councilmember Lance Giroux presented a resolution amending preferential parking Zone 3 to include East Pine Avenue from Kansas Street to Washington Street and allowing overnight parking with a permit along the west side of Illinois Street from East Mariposa Avenue to East Holly Avenue. City Council adopted the resolution. Public Works Director Elias Sassoon presented 3 options to manage the lighting of the city's water tower. City Council approved lighting the water tower to celebrate various local events, commemorative months, holidays, and regional sports teams, with the option to add special occasion lighting with the approval of the city manager. City Treasurer Matthew Robinson presented the city's investment portfolio report for June 2024, showing sufficient cash flow liquidity to meet the next 6 months' estimated expenditures. City Council received and filed the report. During committees, commissions, and boards, Community Vice Chair of the Planning Commission and Multimodal Transportation Subcommittee member Jay Heschler presented an annual update from the Multimodal Transportation Subcommittee, who reviewed the city's existing multimodal transportation policies and programs to make implementation recommendations to staff and City Council. Over the course of the last year, they have worked on multiple projects, such as the city's bicycle master plan and the local travel network. After discussing the feasibility of bike lanes on El Segundo Boulevard, City Council received and filed the report. Recreation Parks and Library Director Ali Mancini presented revisions to the athletic field facility use and allocation policy, which was last updated in 2022. Adjustments include biannual meetings between the city and school district to schedule field and facility use, director rights to make exceptions regarding field allocation, update insurance and business license requirements, field usage audits, and field prep and maintenance responsibilities. City Council advised staff to defer this item and presented with a joint use agreement scheduled to come back to Council this October. During staff presentations, Human Resources Director Rebecca Reddick presented a resolution amending the Memorandum of Understanding and associated CalPERS contributions between the City of El Segundo and the El Segundo City Employees Association Local Bargaining Unit. City Council adopted the resolution. Director Reddick also presented amendments to the city manager's employment agreement to increase the base salary by 4% and extend the employment term through June 30th, 2026. City Council approved the amendments. Deputy City Attorney Joaquin Vasquez presented an ordinance amending El Segundo's municipal code to establish anti-camping and associated regulations on the public property and rules of conduct for the El Segundo Public Library as a result of the Supreme Court's recent grant pass decision. The ordinance includes prohibiting setting up or remaining at a campsite or temporary place to live and obstructions in the public right-of-way. It also incorporates the library rules, which are regularly reviewed and updated to ensure the library's safe and efficient operation. These regulations and associated enforcement will be managed by the city's Patches program, a broad and multifaceted approach to the homelessness crisis that respects the rights of property of the homeless and will provide individuals experiencing homelessness with information about assistance programs and other resources. City Council adopted the ordinance. Public Works Director Elias Sassoon and Environmental Programs Manager Daniel Pancao presented a 5-year agreement with Nationwide Environmental Services for citywide street sweeping services, adjusting the contract to require the payment of prevailing wages as required by the Department of Industrial Relations. This adjustment significantly increases the cost of services, more than doubling the annual fee, but it is competitive among other street sweeping services meeting the prevailing wage requirement. After discussing current laws and potential legislation changes, City Council approved the agreement, advising staff to return to Council in 6 months with an update on the legislation. City Manager Daryl George provided an update on the recent activities related to Hyperion. On August 23rd, the city submitted a formal letter to AQMD specific to the abatement order modification hearing regarding operations at Hyperion set for this Thursday, September 5th, 2024. The letter addresses city concerns and makes 6 specific requests to the AQMD board. Details regarding the AQMD hearing board meeting on September 5th are available on the city's website, including the agenda, public comment instructions, and how to watch the hearing. On September 9th, Hyperion will begin 2 weeks of planned maintenance on the intermediate pumping station. The work may result in increased odors, and appropriate odor control measures will be continuously implemented. On August 28th and 29th, a few of Hyperion's air quality monitors were down for scheduled maintenance. Hyperion reports that Montrose Air Quality Services, the third party who manages the fence lining monitoring system, failed to notify Hyperion of the planned maintenance, which is why the community was not notified of the work. On August 29th, Hyperion conducted a planned exercise of the 1-mile outfall gate. The Hyperion Advisory Panel, managed by LA San and comprised of wastewater operation experts, are now collaborating with area team leads to develop actions for improving and optimizing their process areas. Hyperion have selected 5 candidates for the executive plant manager position and are scheduling interviews. The city manager has asked that El Segundo sit in on the hiring panel. Information about Hyperion can be found on the city's website at elsegundo.org/Hyperion. To watch the complete City Council meeting for September 3rd, 2024 and learn more about the agenda items covered, visit elsegundo.org or watch the meeting on Channel 3. The next meeting will be on Tuesday, September 17th.